Hello.
Hello, welcome back. Let's get this started, yo.
Got to do a lot of things before we get going on this podcast. There's that.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lighting the candles.
There's the candle.
Candle for Timon.
Yep, for Timon.
If you haven't seen it. Guys.
They still haven't seen it. It's really dark in here.
It's super dark. We're
sweating.
We're sweating.
We're sweating like sinners in church, which doesn't make sense to me. Is the church's air conditioner broken?
Right.
Is it winter? Is the heat turned up too much?
Right.
Is there like a lot of iron deficient individuals in the congregation, so they need a lot of heat in the winter? I don't know.
Is Jesus just putting down the heat? You know what I mean? Is he just brimstoning and hellfiring it out, you know?
So it's hot down here.
And I'm Timon.
And I'm Lincoln.
Welcome to the Timon and Lincoln Show. Pop one of these bad boys open.
Yeah,
I'm drinking Modelo.
I can't get enough Modelo in my body.
Yo, these Modelos are fire.
They're cold.
Yes, sir.
That's what I want. They're cold.
Dude, this just in. Breaking news, guys. These individual candles, as a pair, have now been slashed. The prices have been slashed to $8 Cardano.
Did Cardano go on a run today?
It did. So I think it's just a little bit out of everyone's price range.
We feel bad for charging $15 for a set of candles.
Right.
So now
going back to our original cost, $12. You could have been fast. You could have been quick. It could have been $9 for you. But we'll keep it at $8. And as everything happens, there will be a dip, and you can buy the dip. And when you buy the dip, you could get our candles for 37 cents.
Buy the dip, get our candles for free.
Yeah.
Essentially.
We will pay you to take our candles. You gotta wait for the dip. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed at how long these candles are taking to burn. This one in the middle here is the one that was taken. We're trying to burn that out for a specific someone who wants the Lincoln candle burnt. It's taking that sweet time, let me tell you.
Where did this candle come from? What store?
Walmart.
Guys, Walmart. Renowned candles.
You think about Yankee candles and what are other candles?
What's really funny, listeners, is I'm going to go to Walmart. Never mind.
You're going to go to Walmart and what?
Nothing.
Tell me right now.
Buy groceries.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got a lot to get to today. I got a lot of different questions. You got your favorite fad or future. I got a lot on my plate that I want to talk about. A lot on my mind. How you doing, Lincoln?
Good.
Ready for Friday's episode?
Yeah. I'm ready for it to be Friday.
Yeah.
This week's felt like a long week, but that's fine.
Yeah, it has been a long week. It's been a long year. But it's been a short year as well. It's been both. Time is a spectrum. We're not even sure what day it is. It's whatever day you want it to be. That's what I keep telling people. Literally have that conversation daily with myself.
It's so hot down here.
Yeah, it's blazing. I went to the brewery yesterday to see one of our buddies sing music and play musical instruments. You know Abe, everyone's sad dad, our favorite. He was busting it, bro. It was crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He crushed it, dude. He absolutely crushed it. It was cool, too, because he did a little talking in between different sets and stuff. I went and visited a couple of my friends. Actually, I went specifically to visit one friend, Josh Walker, who I've done podcasts with in the past. You can find him on the Timon's podcast, long form stuff. He lives currently in Mississippi, so it's not every day I get to see him, and he was up and around, and I said, hey, let's go grab some brews at the Brew Co. and watch our homie sing some music. So we got a table right up front, like right next to the band. And we were able to kind of just drink beers and hang out. I sat with this guy I did not know. His name's Jesse. Nice guy. We chatted for a little bit. I got a story to tell you about that. But while we're listening to music, we're raging out. Abe does a little intro, and he says, oh, I'm everyone's sad dad, blah, 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 blah. And I want to give a special shout out to this specific table, and points at our table. Shouts out my homie Josh, Jesse, friend Gabe, and me. And he's just talking about how, he appreciates that they came out to watch him today, which that was just like beautiful. I mean, we're in in an area full of 200, 300 vaccinated individuals all hanging out, drinking beer, having a good time. And then he says, I just want to give a big shout out to Timon. He's engaged. So that's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
It's kind of cool. I felt really honored at that time. Then he went to go and he played some music, and then started talking in the middle of his set. And he's like, this song is from Yellow Season, which I actually debuted at Timon's house. And so that was cool too.
He did.
Yeah.
He did do that.
That was cool. So, and it's no longer on Spotify. R.I.P. Hopefully you can find it. I think I actually have all of the music on my computer. So that's kind of cool.
So you'll like give it out to people if they want
for free.
Oh man,
hit me up. I got you.
Oh,
So,
don't do that.
don't do that.
Don't do that.
No, he's gonna stream it at some point. But
You're gonna pay him with exposure.
yeah, exactly. So it was cool. Just it was cool. It was really nice. It was nice to be out with friends and catch up. And I don't know. I know as we're kind of going into a little bit more crazier third wave of COVID and stuff, things are kind of still normal in Goshen, and I appreciate that. The fair's happening. Large crowds are happening. People are vaccinated. We're all hanging out. It's nice.
Yeah, get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
Go get vaccinated. That reminds me, we have a new sponsor, Johnson & Johnson. They have a very special message for us to share with you. Mm-hmm. And here's what they say about the vaccine.
Third dose.
Take our Johnson.
Take our Johnson. They said third dose does the most.
Third dose does the most.
And I appreciate that. They are just equipping our listeners with beautiful knowledge.
Oh, sorry. They wanted me to say, get the Johnson.
Get the Johnson.
And Johnson. Don't take a Johnson. Get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Go get vaccinated, people.
Waxed up.
It is how you save lives. And get vaccinated again and again and again. Just keep on getting shots.
All the cool kids are doing it. All the warm kids are doing it too.
Yep.
Yeah. So my little story with Jesse. So I was chatting with Jesse, and nice fellow, real nice fellow. He's just kind of telling me about his life, and it's weird. We are all friends with the same people, so it's weird that I haven't met him yet. But I probably have, but I just don't remember it. You know, a lot of parties I've gone to, don't remember those parties. I do, Mom. I actually remember them. I'm just joking. It's a story. But he was telling me that he works for Goshen College and is in their, I don't know, administrative building or does some stuff with Goshen College. And I let that kind of sit with me for a little bit and drank a couple more beers. And then I told him how I really felt about Mennonites.
Yeah? How do you feel about Mennonites?
Don't like them.
No. He does not.
Nope.
He does not.
So I felt like it was kind of cool to be able to just release my hatred of an individual group of people.
What did he say about the Mennonites?
It's like I grew up in them.
Does he hate them too?
I don't think so. I think he kind of detaches himself a little bit, but I think it was good.
Why would you tell someone that you hate a people group?
To establish like credibility. Not really, actually. To just see what they would do, especially like he was working for the institution. He his whole life, the church that he went to was the church on Goshen College campus. He his family, he is adopted by the Mennonites, so he has a rich cultural heritage of Goshen College Mennonites, and so I thought it would be interesting to see what would happen.
Say, hey, you're basically a Mennonite. I hate you.
That's exactly what I said. It was cool. Nice guy.
Like why?
Yeah, nice dude.
Why would you do that? That makes no sense. Like,
it was a great feeling.
Hello, friend. I hate who you are.
I hate people with hair. I hate them all.
Hello, Amish person. I hate Amish people.
No. I like Amish.
It's an analogy. It's like a sentence wearing another sentence's hat. So why would you just be like, hey, I hate a specific group that you have very close ties to?
Yeah.
Why?
To see what he would do.
Okay.
He told me that he's not the biggest fan of them.
Okay.
It's bold. Felt really good to get off my chest, I'll tell you that.
That sounds like something someone who was perhaps a pacifist might say. Keep the peace.
Can't keep the peace, man.
I don't know, man.
I
think you deeply offended Jesse.
I hope so.
Real life doesn't have the same rules as podcasting, Timon. People do get offended.
I'll tell you what. I want Jesse to know that I'm authentic. And if you ever listen to my podcast, you know.
He just knows that
I'm authentically a jerk.
You authentically hate him.
Uh-huh. It's cool. I wasn't there to see Jesse. I was there to hang out with Josh. So, what are you going to do?
Nice.
No,
what if you're hanging out with your buddy Josh and you're like, Josh, I hate people from Mississippi.
Yeah. He'd be like, yeah, I hate him too, probably.
Yeah.
We're friends. I think Jesse and I are cool now. Maybe not. It was interesting.
It's
what
cool.
I want to do? I want to get him on the podcast and interview him a little bit and then like unravel why I hate Mennonites so much. Maybe just workshop it with him. See what he thinks.
You could do that. Okay.
New content coming soon. Let's go.
Just be like, hey, dude who's maybe a little bit Mennonite. So I'm going to tell you why I hate you so much.
Yeah.
And I'm going to record this also.
Right. I like that. That is a really good point. That's going to be solid content. Say it with your breast, bro. Say it with your breast. Ooh, nice. Mennonites. Let's go. So yeah, that was my content from yesterday. It was a great time. I had a blast. Just spewing hatred and
choosing violence.
Choosing
violence.
Yeah, man, I was. I was definitely choosing violence.
Speaking of choosing violence, my hands hurt all the time.
Okay.
Like my wrists, like right here, it's always kind of numb now.
From typing?
I think so. Having my hands on just a desk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You gotta have one of those little bracers. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your wrists.
Do they sell gaming mouse pads with the little wrist support in the edge, like the big ones?
Yeah. Those are great.
I don't know if I need the wrist support. I feel like just like a big mouse pad to go underneath my keyboard and mouse.
You can do what
my
hands. What my little brother does is he has the mouse or the keypad, the keyboards, yes, that are not just one large board, but two individual separate things.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
You could also have one that like sits in your hand and like covers the hand. And you can go like this.
I want a discreet and practical solution to this problem.
Yeah, they probably can get the ones with the support. That's probably good.
So I wonder if just a big mouse pad would be enough cushion. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fellow office working friends.
This is you guys.
What advice do you have so I don't get carpal tunnel? That's the content I had.
Did you hear what they said?
Get the kind with the...
Yep.
Can you imagine how much of a boss I would be if I'm just standing there, just typing, hands in the air?
just kind of like walking around, you know what I mean? And
people would ask me, "How did you get your work to buy those?" Be like, "No, I brought them from home."
You could be in a meeting, hands behind your back, talking to someone, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And you just pull out your hands, and you're like, "I was typing the emails. Check your inbox."
You got your hands underneath your desk, and you're going like this. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like typing.
Yeah. I really believe I've seen stuff like that actually has like.
I'm sure there is some kind of keyboard that attaches to your hand that has to exist. Just a wrist brace. I could probably make one with just like a normal keyboard or like two keyboards. I don't know. Oh, they do really exist. Of course they exist. I can see them. That's incredible. Do they have one that's just like a keypad with the digits?
Yeah, let me
that would maybe not be terrible.
That actually wouldn't be too bad. You even got like a little controller on the side if you want to rock out on your controller.
Does it have a straw that goes to my mouth that I can use for scrolling?
Oh, this is what I was going to show you, dude. This right here.
Oh.
And then you can program each one of these to be like a different.
Oh, but that's not a lot of buttons.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. and then 20, and then you have the other hand, or 21. So you got a bunch. You know what I mean? You could even do shift and do other things too. So yeah, you'd have
just
to
these little bionic gloves, and I'm just doing this, just all day, just this
in a meeting, just holding your hands.
Just hey guys, how's it going? I'm working.
I'm working. This is called streamline, optimization, ergonomics.
This is the future.
Processes. This is the future. You need to have like one of those, like you lock your feet into the thing and then it tips you backwards and it stretches out your back.
Table.
An inversion table. You need to have one of those and then have the fingerless gloves and just be rocking.
I have my hands resting on a yoga ball.
Yeah. Just. How many emails have you sent, Kim? None.
Yeah, I don't need a standing desk.
I don't need a standing desk. That would be pretty sweet.
That would be a pretty good way to not make friends.
It is what it is. You're not there to make friends. You're there to get business done.
That's what I thought. I've been wrong this whole time. I am there to build relationships and make friends. Apparently,
exactly. That's.
I've made a huge mistake by not being my normal funny self at work and being quiet and professional.
Yeah, no one wants that.
A big swing and a miss.
Those people get fired ASAP.
Yeah.
You gotta be friends.
I think I made a big step forward with my new boss today.
Okay.
We came across one of our vendors with a strange sort of name.
Okay.
It ended up being a name that the vendor took from like an 80s science fiction novel.
Okay.
And so while my boss was out at one of his meetings today, what do you do? Okay. Science. So while my boss was out at one of his meetings today, I printed off a small picture of that cover from the science fiction book and pinned it to the corner of his like corkboard in his office. Just like it's like a 2x3 picture. It's very small. Just like pinned it in the corner, just with all his other things that are pinned up. I'm just like, I'm gonna wait and see how long he notices. We were super into it. It was like an inside joke. It was just a weird name taken from a science fiction novel.
Ender?
No.
Orson?
No. Anyways, and so it was super funny.
Okay.
The vendor didn't have a website either. There was a lot we were making fun of.
Oh wow.
It was a great interaction with my boss. I can't wait 6 months down the road for him to see that. I think why is that? I had to use a lot of self-restraint. There was once upon a time at a job where I printed off probably 100 of a picture to stick everywhere in the office, in the vents. I really went full ham on this prank.
Yeah.
And so I'd use a lot of self-restraint, and I printed off 2 pictures. I've got one to put somewhere later.
When he finds the first one?
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I also don't want to be too invasive because it's his office, and I'm not gonna put it in like a drawer.
Right. The top secret file
somewhere. I mean,
there.
on his corkboard, I feel like is like not a big deal.
Right.
I've got another one to stash somewhere. I don't know.
Underneath his keyboard.
That's a pretty good spot. I might stick it in the corner of one of the windows behind the blinds.
Not like on the keyboard, but like right on
slide
top of it.
Slide it under the keyboard.
No, but like tape it. Clear masking tape over the top of it. And then someday he goes to clean underneath it. And he just
looks at it. I like the tape idea. I could tape it to the underside of the blinds. That way, when he closes them, he can see it. He can't see unless he closes. I don't know.
That could be good too.
It's just a really dumb joke.
Professionalism.
And I've never done anything dumb as far as jokes at this job before.
No, your office job. Now. You have to.
And no one else does. And so I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. I just said I'm gonna send it. I said, what would 22-year-old Lincoln do?
Yeah.
And so I did this instead of working.
He sent it. I like it.
It took 4.5 minutes to do. I timed myself, and then I got right back to work.
Those are the small things that make your job like that much better.
Yeah, I took a short lunch today, so I earned it.
Mm-hmm.
I earned it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's going to enjoy that more than you can even imagine, I know. Or you'll get fired. One or the other.
I don't know. Either is good. Either is good. Either is fine.
Either is totally fine.
I probably stand to gain more by going somewhere else
fire.
and working
Yeah.
than staying there.
Now's the time.
Okay.
John Marcus popping, yo. Oh boy. Okay, so we get into our questions. We got a ton.
Let's get into the content. I don't have any
actual content.
Go for it,
You
Tim.
got some great content. That was awesome.
Yeah, just just trying to have more fun at work and
Yep.
be myself a little bit more in appropriate ways for the context of the business I work within.
Right.
I don't want to, I could do some really funny things, but they might be a bit too much, and so
Right.
trying to show the right amount of restraint.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the right amount straight. Yeah. It's a fine line you play, and you can't go too hard one way or the other. I think you're doing a great job, Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm just like, every time he walked out of his office, I would like snicker a little bit afterwards because I just thought it was super funny. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, it might be a really long time before he finds it.
It might be like years.
Yeah, I don't.
Are you ready for that?
No. That's why I thought I'd put the second one somewhere more obvious.
No, even worse. You gotta do it even more obscure.
Put it in his vent in the ceiling, just looking down on him. I don't know.
He never looks up. That's a little rough too.
I could pin it to one of the drop ceiling tiles directly above his desk.
Does he have a name tag? Can you put it on his name tag?
Oh, I don't want to do that.
No.
It's a little his
a little
like door deck thing. No, I don't want to do that. It's a little too noticeable. It's not.
What about
It's not discreet enough.
on the door? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know his office.
Yeah, it's an office.
It's just a regular office.
It's just a room.
Underneath a plant. Who knows?
He doesn't have any of those.
Oh shoot. Well, he should. He should have one of those.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll listeners, where should I put this picture? In my boss's office?
I like the keyboard idea.
The keyboard idea is a solid idea.
Yep.
I could just put a little piece of double-sided tape and just pop it up there.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe the corner, like the edge of his door, just like, where like the little strike and latches on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
Just like towards the top, just like
Right in one of the corners.
Just very top, just right at the top.
Yeah.
Just you can't see when it's closed. It's open, you can't really see it. Just like you'd have to catch it as the door is moving to see it.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
that too. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so the content, which we're actually going to get into now. John. Golf lessons with John.
Yeah, he's our sponsor. He's our real sponsor. We're not sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. Don't get the Johnson if you're prone to blood clots.
Yeah. But what you should get is golf lessons with John.
You should.
If you're prone to blood clots, get golf lessons with John.
Yeah, you could.
I can assure you one thing, and that's he'll give you good lessons.
Yeah. Get golf lessons with John. That's the only vaccine you need.
So he sends us a picture, sent Lincoln and I a picture, and he said, can you guys talk about this at some point? LOOOOOL. Also, LOOOL. And it is Homecoming 2021, October 1 through 2.
I didn't get invited.
Rip.
Since
It's
when is
called-
homecoming only for graduates?
You know what it's called?
No.
The Red Reunion.
Didn't that happen in Russia in like 1928 or?
Didn't that happen in Game of Thrones in 2017? 15?
So tell me what they're planning for their Red reunion.
Red Reunion.
No.
Well, it's very similar to the Red Wedding. Have you seen that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
So, you think it's going to be a good time, but then Grace College...
Incest.
No.
Oh.
You think it's going to be a good time. It's a wedding. People are having fun. It's the joining of two clans. Two huge things that will propel the next generation to a higher level. And it's basically going to solve all of the division that's going on in the kingdom. And then Grace College, from the rafters, kills everyone while you're drinking and chilling.
Yeah, that is something that Grace has in common. The individuals are both into clans.
That makes sense. Nice. Good. Nice.
Yeah, it's head of theology department, Grand Wizard, same thing. Who knows?
Who
knows?
It is what it is.
Sorry, associated with Grand Wizard.
Associated with, yeah.
Whatever.
Associate Grand Wizard. So you got Friday, October 1st, you check in.
Did you know that he's a pastor again at a church?
No way.
In Barbie Lake. Yeah, Jay Hinkle was telling me.
In Winona Lake?
Barbie Lake.
Barbie Lake. Oh, that makes
apparently, he was talking
sense.
to someone who was talking about moving back to the Warsaw area, and they mentioned a church near Barbie Lake.
Don't do it.
So it was the pastor.
What?
Because Grace fired him.
How many minorities are in his congregation? What do you think? Over under 1.
0, but for like multiple reasons.
Yeah.
It's Warsaw.
Barbie Lake.
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, 0 because he probably kicked them all out and told me they're going to hell. Something like that.
Can't marry with other people. So you got at 9 a.m. welcome coffee. At 10:30 homecoming chapel. At 2 p.m.
Also, who shows up for homecoming on Friday at 9 a.m.?
Yeah. To go to chapel.
Like, hey, I gotta
PTSD, bro.
I gotta go to my job so I can pay off these student loans. Yeah. Grace College.
2 p.m. Grace campus bus tour. 2 p.m. campus tours with
It's not that big. It's gonna take 4 seconds.
student ambassadors. Alpha Dining Hall open house dedication. Seminary and Alumni Awards Dinner. Ooh, you get awards if you're an alumni in seminary. Saturday, October 2nd, at 7:30 on a Saturday, 7:30 a.m. President's Breakfast plus. 8 to 4 check-in. 8 a.m. Lancer 5K and virtual 5K. 9 a.m. Lancer Athletic Hall of Fame Breakfast plus. 9 a.m. again, alumni tennis game. 10 a.m. alumni softball game. 10 a.m. as well, alumni men's basketball game. 10 a.m. homecoming parade.
Can everyone not play basketball?
No, just alumni.
Just
and
men?
men's.
Just men?
Alumni men's soccer game at 10:30.
Oh, they have the softball game for the girls. That's why.
Yeah. Greek reunion luncheon, 10:30.
I don't know what that's about.
Noon to 2 p.m. tailgate plus. And then 12 p.m. young alumni gathering. And that's all the picture that I have. So
yeah.
Well, we talked about it, John.
I didn't go to homecoming when I went there. I'm not going there now.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Tailgating, I wonder what that involves.
You want to show up with a big cooler full of beer?
I want to show up with a
tailgate.
sign that says, Timon does not like Mennonites.
You want to show up with a sign that says, Grace College students drop out and go to a real school?
No, I'd like to show up with a sign that says, Grace College students drop out.
You want to have a sign that says, I regret coming here? And there and there?
I want to have a sign that says, oh my gosh. I want to have a sign that says, go to Dr. Soto's church in Barbie Lake. Great theology. Can we call him a doctor? Just like Aaron. Remember when Aaron said...
I think you could
Stop,
call
stop.
him... Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I think you could call him Grand Wizard Soto.
You know when Aaron said that they tried to remove the alumni's college degree because they found out that some guy was drinking in his house?
Yeah, they should probably remove someone's doctorate for being a white supremacist.
That's what I was about to ask, bro. Has that happened? I don't know. We'll never know. Facts don't care about your college.
My feelings don't care about the facts either.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we joke. But really, at the end of the day, I think my true feelings about Grace College could be summed up like this. Waste of money. Just bad times.
Good friendships.
Big regrets. Good friendships, which have not much to do with the school.
Learning experiences. Leveling up.
A continuation of me being way too sheltered for way too long.
Learning about myself. And learning who I didn't like. Learning what I didn't like about myself. At Grace College, that was good. Becoming authentic and realizing what was not authentic. When you're around like hypocrisy so much, you really get to sniff that out. So I'm thankful for that too. That's why I tell people when I'm around them that I don't like Mennonites. I just want to be authentic. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nope. All right. So great question, John.
Let's get to the content.
Let's get to the
Thanks, John. Great question. Thanks for setting that my way. I'm
kind
kind of bummed I wasn't invited, but also I wouldn't have gone.
I don't think I was invited either.
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, you should have gotten an invite. That's weird.
Yep. Okay, so Aaron.
You think one went to your old address
it's
down
probably
the
my parents'
island
house.
or your parents' house?
I think it's at my parents' house. I have not changed that, so.
With them? Yeah, why would you ever contact them ever again?
Right.
Who calls back to their alma mater and says, "Hey, change my address"?
I have done that once. And it was with Doctor, I hope he's a doctor, Professor Stichter. So Professor Stichter is an accounting professor, and every year at Christmas, he writes handwritten notes to all of his previous accounting accounting students. And it's really nice. It's a really sweet thing. And so I enjoy getting updates from him as an individual. I don't care that he's a Grace College alumni. I enjoy getting my Christmas letter from him. And so I want to make sure that I get that. So I emailed him and told him my real address. But only he knows. So
Keep it secret.
keep it secret. Keep it
Stichter.
safe.
Yeah.
Yep. So Aaron says, who's your favorite podcast guest you've ever had? Excluding Allison and Jasmine, of course. Thank you, Aaron. Great question.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say them. I love a talk with Brother Man Phil. I love a Jay Hinkle podcast. That's always a good time. It's great when your dad shows up for podcasts. Great times.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's probably going to be one of mine. I really have enjoyed, the podcasts I've enjoyed are Everyone's Sad Dad, Abe,
Brian Schiltz.
Brian Schiltz was so legit.
That was fun. Yeah.
I enjoyed Mun. Mun's been a really good one too. Both of our episodes. I don't know. That's tough. To be honest, Aaron, there's only one that like really rises above all of the others, and that was my interview with you. Is that too much?
Yeah. He's gonna see right through that.
I just talking about being authentic.
Yeah.
It was fun to go.
Aaron joined us for an episode last summer. That was very cool. We had just met Aaron at that point,
and he crushed it. Too.
And we said, "Who are you and how do you know us? Do you want to be on the podcast?"
Yeah, it was
and
awesome.
He obliged.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've enjoyed. I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint one specific person. I've enjoyed a lot of different people. Yeah, I enjoy even like when my pastor came on, Kyle Cook. That's with a Koch Cook. That was really good. I enjoyed. Brian Schultz was really solid. I enjoyed when Scott Puckett came. Like that was cool too. Like
he's a cool guy.
That was just like random individuals that I didn't ever think would ever come into my house and talk to me on a podcast. That's been cool. I mean, even Mun was so cool. Like we were friends, mutual friends with different people, and then now we've actually become really good friends. I mean, really good friends, but good friends, I think. So I appreciate them. So yeah, podcast bringing everyone together. But yeah, that's a tough question, Aaron. Good question though. Second question from Aaron: will Donda be postponed for the 100th time, or will it come out August 6th? Aaron, I think it may come out August 6th, but I think it's going to come out August 6th, 2022. You know what I'm saying? I think it will be postponed. You know why it's being postponed? Do you know, Lincoln? Can you
I do.
Details? Yeah.
So when you produce an album in a soccer stadium, things happen.
Mercedes-Benz.
There are complications, and really just it's the artistic, just process.
Yes.
That's why.
And he wanted to get Jay-Z on the track. So that's the...
Is Jay-Z busy until 2022?
Jay-Z's wiping that dirt off his shoulder, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
No, I don't either. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it comes out. I'm really waiting. I'm excited. I'm anticipating such a great album. So I hope it does come out soon. Great question, Aaron.
It'll be good. It'll be good. I won't care for it, but it'll be good.
Ooh. This one's from Elisa. This next question is...
Hey, Elisa, thank you.
For everything you do.
This podcast...
would not be the same without you.
Yeah. Elisa, does your back hurt from carrying this podcast on your shoulders?
You carry it well.
Really, Monday through Thursdays are just getting to fatter future.
Every time.
And you dropping a whole paragraph in this response is adding to that. So
yeah,
honestly, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you in advance.
She's crushing it. Can't wait for her to have her own podcast on the Timon Podcast Network.
Yeah, Elisa, I would listen to your podcast probably.
I would do it. I definitely would do it.
I think probably she's mentioned things to
She
you.
could do a 5-minute podcast every single day. I'd listen to that. She could do a 50-minute podcast every single day. I listen to it once a week.
Yeah, she mentioned at one point doing a Bachelor rewatch podcast with her friend. I would support it.
I might watch it, listen to it, but I wouldn't be committed.
It's not a
until I listen to it.
Here's Elisa. Here's what I would do for you. I would pull my laptop open, and I would make a playlist of all your podcasts, and I would just loop them
over and over
every day while I'm at work, just so you rack up those downloads, those DLs, those plays.
Those DLs, dude.
Yeah, I would be a huge fan of your podcast. Please make a podcast, Elisa.
We'd also plug it every single.
We would talk about it nonstop, Elisa.
We would talk about it as much as we talk about golf lessons with John.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. I think that's a good.
Yep.
Or how much Timon hates the Mennonites.
So
it'd be around between there.
Between 5 and
500
0.3 times a week.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, John. It's been a bad week for sponsorships.
All right. So she says, love advice for John. Like Timon and Lincoln said, keep it casual. Try not to hit too hard on her interests at the very beginning and keep it more of a general conversation that could open up a door into talking about that stuff. As for adding her on Snapchat, I don't think that was a bad thing. I've had situations where I liked that because it showed that someone went out of their way to think about me. If she didn't add you back, it's probably because she didn't see it. I feel like I am much slower to respond to Snapchat than any other social media platform. Good luck, John. And if she's the right person for you, I'm sure anything you say will be just fine. Smiley face. Dude, shout out to Elisa. That was
Aww.
so... Thank you, Elisa. Thank you. And John, ditto what Elisa said she knows. All right. Okay, this one comes from a no name, because I let the names be optional. I said, how would you respond if someone walked up to you and said, I hate men? I'm actually, you know what's really weird?
You've been in this situation, haven't you?
I have, and I was thinking about...
And here's what Timon said. I don't respect women.
It happened to me on a date, and that it was not with Allison. I was on a date, and this girl told me how much she hated men. And I was like,
this doesn't make
sense. So do you hate me?
So do you hate me? That's probably the most logical response is, you hate men. I'm one of those.
I'm buying your food.
Are we cool? I don't.
We were at Red Lobster, and I was like, I should not have brought you to Red Lobster.
Oh, no.
Oh, camera's too hot. Okay. We got to pause. All right, cliffhanger. We will let you guys know in a second what we think about men.
We're back.
Nice.
If you talk loud enough, they can't hear that you didn't mute the music.
It's all good.
Who cares? It'll sync up beautifully.
Who cares?
You can care when it's your podcast.
You can care when it's your podcast. Exactly. So our men... okay. What would you do if someone walked up and said, I hate men? So I literally was thinking about this while I was mowing the lawn yesterday or 2 days ago. I was having this thought in my brain about this whole thing, and it's just interesting that this gets brought up. And you know what my answer to that would be?
What?
Let's hear what would you say, Lincoln? Because you already know what I've said on my date. What would you say to this?
So I'm walking down the street, and someone walks up to me and says, I hate men.
Yes.
I probably wouldn't say anything, and they just keep walking. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Or is this like a conversation with someone I'm having, and they're like, I hate
You're
men.
at Goshen Brewco, and you're hanging out with one of your good friends, and this a weird dude with a man bun comes up. or a weird woman with a
Man bun
with
walks
a man
up.
bun walks up, okay, right? And you guys are having a great time, and you tell this woman that you work at Goshen College, and you've been a Mennonite for all your life, and she says, "I hate men." What would you do?
I'd be like, me too.
So the thought that I had while I was mowing my yard,
That's a pretty complex joke if you think about it.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's complex.
You know how I meant that. You know how I meant. Hashtag me too. That's how I meant it.
Say it with your breast.
Urgh.
This is what I would say. And this is the thought that came to me while I was mowing. But what about Jeff Goldblum?
Do you hate Jeff Goldblum?
Do you hate him? He's a man.
I think most people do.
You really think?
Yes.
There's a cult following of Jeff Goldblum. He's legit.
Yeah, I know. I understand the cult following of Jeff Goldblum. I am still subbed, liked. I don't know. There's a page on Facebook that I like, and the title of this Facebook page is the same picture of Jeff Goldblum every single day.
Ooh.
And they don't post anything else except the same picture of Jeff Goldblum.
That's wild.
Every single day.
Yeah.
And people post the same comments day to day.
This is a running joke.
It's
yeah.
the dedication is incredible.
Yeah. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit while we're doing this. Whoa. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. He loves Jeff Goldblum or hates him. You don't know. But I feel like most women, this is just a Timon assumption. And what we've learned about Timon assumptions they're all facts.
No, finish your story about you're on a date at Red Lobster.
Yeah.
And this young lady young individual, this person, this human, this thing says, I hate men. Tell me the rest of the
She
story.
didn't say I hate men. She said all men are trash.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I think is a little bit more acceptable, maybe. Mm-hmm. Same thing in a way. Like, and I said, but am I trash? And she said, no, you're one of the nice ones.
Yeah, I don't I have a hard time.
I changed the subject.
Yeah.
I was in an intimate setting with this female. I wasn't trying to cause any commotion. I was like most Mennonites, a peacekeeper.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have been damaged, and so things like I hate men and all men are trash are said because a lot of bad experiences have been had. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to discount your experiences or tell you that what you're feeling isn't real or your trauma isn't real.
Right.
But for someone just to walk up to you on the street, be like, I hate men.
I say, prove it.
That's a bold move.
Sounds like violence is about to happen.
Sounds like Timon's choosing violence. I would have to assume it's about me, given that they just walked up to me.
Yeah.
A man, I think, and proclaimed, I hate men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, are you trying to say you hate me?
I would say, do you hate Jeff Goldblum? That would probably be my first question.
Do you hate Regis Philbin?
Lil Nas X?
Yes.
I'm saying, you saying that you hate him too. That's a brawl.
Do you hate Joe Biden?
I mean,
no one hates that guy.
Joe Biden. That's for sure. Great question, Anonymous. Thank you for your question. On to the next anonymous question. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
What's your favorite letter and why?
Oh.
Probably The Notebook, because it got turned into a
movie.
movie.
Whoa. Letter? What's the question?
What's your favorite letter and why?
Letter of the alphabet?
It doesn't ask that. It says, what's your favorite letter and why?
Oh, 1 Thessalonians.
1 Thessalonians and why?
Well, I don't know what they're asking. I don't
why?
letter
Why is
of
1 Thessalonians your favorite letter?
Oh, it's encouraging.
It is encouraging.
Letter in the alphabet.
You could
tell. What's your? You said The Notebook.
Yeah. Because it got turned into a movie. It's all about a letter. I never watched the movie. I don't know what it's
I think
about.
you have it backwards.
Shoot.
Probably
the Emancipation Proclamation.
The letter S.
Ooh, it's curvy.
It is curvy. I like those curves. But also, it's the first letter of my favorite word ever.
Oh.
Do you want to know what my favorite word ever is?
Let me think.
Just my favorite word in the whole language of English to my knowledge. This is my favorite word.
Stole the election. Now what is
Try
it?
again.
I don't know.
Smooth.
Ooh.
I love that word. It feels how it is when you say it. Smooth.
Nice.
You can really smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth. I don't know.
You're putting it into the atmosphere. I love it.
Those letters in that word in English,
They do things.
they do gymnastics.
That makes sense.
And they don't struggle from they do, yeah. It's just a lot of things are happening in the word smooth.
Yep.
Letters
Double O's.
that exist but make no noises.
I's, E's, C's,
H,
S's,
H. The H at the end. Smooth.
Z's, Y's, L's, Q's.
Okay.
Q's.
Maybe not a good discussion with someone with your spelling abilities. Timon, what's your favorite letter of the alphabet?
Probably W, because you can flip it around. It's multifaceted.
Yeah. W.
Yeah.
2 U's.
Could be 2 U's. It could be an M. Could be a W. It could be whatever you want it to be.
Could be a 3.
Could be a 3. Could be an E.
Yep. Could be all those things.
Could be all those things. Great question.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so this is from Blake. So Blake asks, is never a frame of time, or is never the opposite of forever? Great question.
All right, so here is the response. Can you read the question again?
Yeah, I was about to go to the next one. Is never a frame of time, or is never the opposite of forever?
So forever is also a frame of time. So what they're asking is never a frame of time, or is never the opposite of something that is a frame of time? Here's my answer. Never is a condition.
Ooh.
Has nothing to do with time.
Yeah.
It's answering the question, when is something going to happen? Never.
Time is a social construct. We've already talked about this. Mm-hmm. It's just a spectrum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like the condition. I like that.
It never is a condition.
Thanks, Blake. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Block A.
Block A. Ash asks, feelings about mint chocolate chip ice cream.
It's fine.
Yeah, I like it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I know some people don't like it on account of it being toothpaste chocolate ice cream. And some of it is like that, but
I
don't know.
Brush my teeth with toothpaste chocolate ice cream flavored toothpaste.
It's fine. I like some mint chocolate chip.
I also like pineapple on my pizza.
Strong flavor.
I like pineapple on my pizza. I like the mint chocolate chip cookies that are like the ice cream in the middle and the cookies on either side.
Yeah.
Or the ice cream sandwich. Those are really good too. Ash asks where her car is.
Dude, where's my car?
Yep.
Per the 2001 hit with movie star Ashton Kutcher.
Ooh.
There's no answer to that question. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not sure. We're still trying to look for it.
It is either where you left it or stolen.
Yeah. Yep. Or it's not purchased yet. That's another really good possibility.
It might not exist yet.
Another person asks, FMK? Question mark. Name left optional.
I don't. What is FMK?
Question mark. I think it means
Find my keys.
Find my keys.
You think it's the same person who asked where their cars were? I don't know. I don't know. What is?
I don't know, I'm trying to think of another analogy.
What is? Urban Dictionary time. Tim and you need to talk while I look this up.
Friends, mothers, killers. F as in
F, marry, kill.
Yeah, yep. Well, I don't know what.
So I mean, probably not kill, but the first two potentially swap the order. Marry, then. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
we could be the cicadas.
Typically, person who asked this question, I don't think they understood what they were asking.
Yeah, typically you give 3 options,
and you have to say which you would F, marry, and kill.
Yeah. So
But-
we're gonna flip it around on you guys. FMK, Lincoln, me, and Joe. It's just the three right here.
Don't kill Joe. But, like, don't do the other things either.
Please marry him.
No.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, thank you. No name.
Thanks for your half-hearted attempt at asking a question that we could have had a lot of fun talking about. You ruined this for everyone.
Killed it. This is your fault. What is the superior beer? Name optional.
Gotcha. Timon, you want to take this one first?
Yeah.
I have a definitive answer, but I want you to jump in.
So
before.
recently I found out about this new beer. I've never heard about it before. Never seen it, and it is very solid. It's called Champagne Velvet. It's pretty superior. I wish I would have known about it sooner. I wish my friends would have told me about it. I wish it was something I would have been just familiar with until like really, really recently. But it's pretty champagne. It's pretty superior. My second answer is hams, based on 3 criteria. 1, the cost of the beer, 3 cents per beer. 2, the taste of the beer. It's awful, but in a good way. And 3, the way it makes you feel. Amazing. The most superior beer. Hams.
Nice. I'm surprised you didn't mention their Twitter presence.
They have a great social media presence.
I haven't seen.
It's
been a
Instagram
while.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? What's your superior beer?
The superior beer is any beer consumed with those you love. It doesn't matter. They all taste bad.
It doesn't. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Thanks for your questions.
I like a champagne velvet. I like a lot of wheat ales. I don't know. Anything light.
He likes them weed
I've
ales.
never had so many beers to say I can pick a definitive superior beer.
Probably the Lake Superior beer. There's like a Lake Superior beer.
Potentially.
Yep. All right. Fat Future. Should we get in the Fat Future?
Oh, yes,
do
we
it?
should.
Let's do it.
Let's do it right now.
Right now.
Hey, Timon and Lincoln, your fatter future of the week is axe throwing. It seems like there's been a lot of axe throwing places popping up all over the place, and it's actually stuck around a lot longer than I thought it would. So, do you think this is a fad, or do you think it's going to stick around?
We're back.
Yes, we're back.
Great fatter future.
Thank you,
Elisa.
Yep.
Coming at us, bringing the heat, throwing those axes.
Throwing the good questions at us.
Throwing the good... Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Nice.
Threw another good question at us.
She threw it.
Timon, have you been axe throwing?
I have not. Not at an official axe throwing place.
Gotcha.
I have axe thrown with friends at places that were like at our house. You know what I mean? Not like official.
Gotcha.
We had this guy showed up with 3 different types of axes. And he called them his axes and allies, like a World War II reference.
Yes.
He had the Russia, I don't remember what they were, but he had all these names based on World War II stuff, and we threw them at stumps. That's about it. Oh, when I was young too, this just brought up a memory from when I was young. We went to one of those, costume old timey events. You know what I'm talking about? Like Native Americans, Confederate soldiers type situation.
Yeah, like a reenactment.
Reenactment, that's the word. And they had an axe throwing.
Old-timey costume events.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying. I use descriptive words. that make sense.
You
But
got the point across.
I got the you
Reenactment,
crushed it.
yeah.
You came through and you crushed it. And so there I threw axes and the guy was showing me how to throw it. And this is something I remember very distinctly. I remember him throwing it, but in my mind, or what I saw, was him turning right at me and throwing. And so I cowered down. And then I was like, I kind of shook it off because I realized how much of a chicken I was looking like. And he was like, "Are you okay, buddy?" And I was like, "Oh, I just thought you were about to throw it at me." He was like, "I'm trying to show you how to throw it at the..." So yes, those are my 2, maybe 3 experiences of axe throwing.
Nice. Yeah, I went to axe throwing at a place for a thing.
Nice.
It was fun. It was great. Would I do it again? I don't know. But people have to do something at bachelor and bachelorette parties and birthday parties.
Yep.
You think people actually enjoy going to Chuck E. Cheese? No.
No.
But you have to have a kid's birthday party somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where else can you go? Drink beers and throw axes.
Right.
At an axe throwing place.
Yep. Oh, and an axe throwing place.
Yeah. So it was fun. We had a good time. But also, like, would I do it?
You think that the
once a month
novelty is a little bit worn off a bit?
I think the novelty definitely has worn off. I think it's probably a fad.
I think so too.
But I think it'll probably stick around because people will just kind of keep doing it, like mini golf and laser tag.
Yeah, I think those are higher up on the will last though.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
think about like Top Golf, right?
it's probably cheap.
It's the same type of thing as Top Golf. I think Top Golf is a little bit higher. It's a little bit more. I don't know. And then you got like the escape rooms. I feel like that's still in the same vein of escape rooms. I feel like escape rooms are way more.
Elisa, can you ask us next week if escape rooms are fad or future?
Right. That's probably on our list, honestly.
Could it be now? Can you ask us next week? We'll see.
Right now.
It's fine.
We'll see.
If
Yeah,
you
I
don't,
think
it's
a
cool.
fad, but I think it'll stay around. But I don't think it's going to be as big as it is now.
It definitely had its moment.
Pre-COVID.
2012, 2013, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe 2016,
I think
2017.
I think the axe throwing craze is on the decline.
We don't know, but we have the facts, and that's the truth.
What does that sentence mean, Tim?
Nothing. It means nothing, and that's what I'm trying to convey.
All right, guys.
Wait. So I had an idea,
Okay.
and you're not aware of this, but I thought I'd ask you and our listeners right now. You know, we were talking about 2 a days or 2 a weeks. What do you think about next week doing a trial run, seeing what it's like to do 2
Oh,
episodes next
goodness. I thought you were going to say, how about we do 2 a days where we put out 2 podcasts a day? You literally do the opposite. Let's put out 10 episodes a week.
week? We could do that next week.
They're 4 seconds long.
Yeah, or 16 minutes.
Oh, no.
What do you think? You want to try it?
We could try it.
Well, let's tell them when they're getting their episodes. Obviously Friday, right? Do we want to do a Tuesday or do we want to do a Monday?
My heart says Tuesday.
Okay, guys, no Monday episode. Tuesday and Friday next week. We're going to see how it works. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on social medias. Make sure to sub to us on YouTube. Make sure to submit more questions because we appreciate all the questions you guys sent in.
They were great. Thanks to the anonymous individuals who sent us questions.
Yeah, you guys rock.
And the people who are not anonymous, whose names I forget from the Google Forms.
Aaron,
Obviously, I remember
Elisa.
John and Aaron and Elisa, but Blake, thank you.
Ash.
Thank you, Ash.
Yep.
Go catch some Pokemon. I don't know.
We're done.
I don't know what Ash does.
No worries.
Who knows? No one knows.
We will catch you guys next week. Twice. Only next week on the Tim and Lincoln Show. Peace.